The title for the shortest player currently in the NFL is shared by three people: Deontay Hardy of the Buffalo Bills, Boston Scott of the Philadelphia Eagles, and J.J. Taylor, who's a free agent currently. But who's the shortest NFL player of all time? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jack Emanuel Soupy Shapiro. He was born to immigrants in 1907 in New York City. His family survived off of less than $10 a week earned by his two brothers and his father. According to the U.S. Army, he was 5 foot and half an inch tall. But he would always claim to be 5'1", and in his own words, he said it gave him a better chance with the beautiful girls and it just sounded better. Despite his size, he was a starter on his high school football team and played 4 quarters in almost all the games except for his final game in which he was injured. At this time, he was only 85 pounds. That's 38.5 kilograms to you commies. He played football against the wishes of his father because his 2 older brothers were injured playing football. But Jack forged his father's signature and got on the team anyway. He said, "When I go to heaven, I'll tell my father what I did, and I know he'll forgive me." His mother saved every penny she could to get him into college, and he eventually ended up playing as a walk-on at New York University. They gave him a uniform for an offensive lineman, which, if you don't know, are some of the biggest people on a football field, even though he was only 5'1". Keep in mind, this was in the 1920s, so actual game stats are hard to find, but he played good enough to earn a scholarship in his sophomore year at New York University. During this year, he got to play at Yankee Stadium in front of 87,000 people, which was a record at the time. During this time, he started playing semi-pro football in Connecticut. For this, he was paid $50. It was just a one-game thing, but $50 is not a lot of money. I mean, it was back then, but compared to what players make today, that's just kind of crazy. Soon enough, his college career started to come to a close, and he decided to try out for the Staten Island Stapletons. Now, even big NFL fans like myself don't recognize this name, but this was an actual NFL team. They only existed from 1915 to 1935, but during this time, in 1929, they fielded the shortest player in NFL history. Jack was only on the roster for 5 games and only played for 1 as a blocking back, but in that game, the Stapletons won 34-0 against the Minneapolis Red Jackets, another football team that most fans wouldn't know today. Jack himself only saw his stint in the NFL as a way to make a few bucks and to have a better chance with the beautiful girls. Truly an inspiration to all. In 1995, the NFL awarded him the Norm Van Brocklin Award for Outstanding Achievement. Pete Brown, who used to play for the 49ers in the 50s, said that Jack Shapiro proves that each of us can achieve a dream no matter what it is. Jack lived a long and happy life and ended up passing away in February of 2001 at age 93. So if you've ever thought that you couldn't do something that you wanted to do, just remember, there was a guy who played pro football at 5'1". You can do it.